Me, anytime I've had 6 years with AD, win a championship with my guy. Obviously one of my best friends, obviously. So,
Carmelo Anthony, on his podcast 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, had some interesting insights about this new-look Lakers team. He said, "Bron, I've never seen him as happy as he looks playing the game right now. They're a lockdown defensive team right now with Luka." That's right, the Lakers, who used to get a lot of criticism for their uneven defense, are now playing defense like it's effortless. They're stopping their opponents in ways that make it look easy. Carmelo Anthony believes this isn't just a short-term thing, though. He thinks the way they're playing defense right now is not just a lucky run, but something they can keep up for the long haul. It's not just a hot streak, they've found something that can last. The Los Angeles Lakers are on fire. Since acquiring Luka Doncic in that blockbuster trade with the Dallas Mavericks, the Lakers have been unstoppable. They've won 7 straight games, climbing to second place in the Western Conference with a 39-21 record. But it's not just the wins that are turning heads, it's how they're winning.
This last few weeks, taken now by Hayes. Long lead, looking for LeBron! He's got it! Luka to LeBron, yet another touchdown!
Shot. And when you double, you open yourself up to second shots. James, the drive, kicks it out. Anthony, three-pointer, bang! Carmelo Anthony from downtown. Timeout, Golden State.
To understand why this is such a big deal, we need to look at the history. LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony have been friends and rivals since their high school days. They've battled on the court, teamed up in the Olympics, and even shared the floor during Melo's brief stint with the Lakers.
When did you and LeBron start playing each other and start developing a friendship?
So LeBron is 1 year younger than me. So when I get the old kill, Bron and them had beat.
But according to Melo, things didn't quite click back then. He said, "A lot of teams that LeBron had weren't willing to make ST work. We weren't willing to make the ST work when I was with the Lakers. Luka's got the ball now, and this is the first time we're seeing LeBron deferring to somebody with the ball. And he feels very comfortable with Luka being in control of that." That's a really honest thing to say, especially coming from one of the greatest players to ever play the game. For someone like Carmelo, who has had such an amazing career, it shows a lot of confidence and understanding of the game. When he speaks up like that, it's clear he believes in what's happening with the team. It's not just some random opinion. It's coming from someone who has seen it all and knows what it takes to be successful. LeBron James has always been the centerpiece of his teams, the one calling the shots, dictating the pace, and making things happen. But not every team he's been on has fully embraced that dynamic. Sometimes the chemistry wasn't there, sometimes egos clashed, and sometimes the willingness to make things work just didn't exist. That's the difference we're seeing now. LeBron isn't forcing his way into control, he's trusting Luka to lead. It's a shift that speaks volumes, not just about LeBron's evolution, but about how success in basketball isn't just about talent. It's about the right mindset, the right sacrifices, and the willingness to truly play as a team. Jump to the present, and everything is different. Now we have Luka Doncic, a 24-year-old basketball sensation who's already drawing comparisons to LeBron James. Since becoming a Laker, Luka has been averaging 22.9 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 7.7 assists per game. But it's not just about the numbers, it's the way he connects with the team that makes the real difference. Melo pointed out that this is the first time we're seeing LeBron defer to someone else with the ball. Luka's got the ball now, Melo said, and this is the first time we're seeing LeBron deferring to somebody with the ball, and he feels very comfortable with Luka being in control of that. This role reversal is fascinating. LeBron, who has spent the majority of his career as the floor general, dictating plays and controlling the tempo, is now embracing a different approach. Instead of being the primary facilitator, he's playing more like Anthony Davis, running the court, finding open lanes, creating mismatches, and capitalizing on opportunities without having to dominate the ball. It's a shift we rarely see from a player of his caliber, especially one who has built his legacy on his ability to control the game. But what makes it even more interesting is that it's working. The offense flows smoothly, Luka thrives in his natural role as the playmaker, and LeBron is proving that he can adapt, evolve, and still be just as impactful without being the sole orchestrator. This willingness to adjust speaks to his basketball IQ and unselfishness. two qualities that separate good players from true legends.
Lead LA with 11 rebounds. So the Lakers have their three-game winning streak, officially their three-game winning streak, come to a close.
Tournament each of the last 2 years is Finney Smith. Guarding Murray, now Hachimura on the switch. Finney Smith with a steal. Reeves behind the back.
Now, let's discuss the key moment. The Lakers' recent game against the Denver Nuggets was a big statement. They didn't just win, they proved they could shut down top players. Nikola Jokic, the reigning MVP and one of the best players in the league, Moed was limited to just 12 points. Yes, you read that right, only 12 points. This showed how strong the Lakers' defense can be when they are at their best. Melo highlighted this game as proof that the Lakers' defense is for real. As he said, they're a lockdown defensive team right now. Luka bought into what he has to do. Just give me effort. We are not asking you to stop nobody. Just give me effort. And it's not just Luka. The whole team has really embraced this new defensive approach. They're working together to stop three-pointers moving around the court smoothly and playing defense further up the court. This is a huge change from the Lakers team we saw earlier this season. Back then, they weren't as focused on defense, but now they've turned it around completely. This change is a big reason why they're now seen as serious contenders for the championship. People are starting to take them much more seriously because of how well they're playing defensively. So, what does all this mean for the Lakers and the NBA? Let's explain this. First, the LeBron-Luka duo is a match made in basketball heaven. LeBron's basketball IQ and Luka's creativity are a perfect combination. As Melo put it, Bron understands how to place Luka in different strategies on how to rotate the defenses. LeBron knows how to use Luka in different game plans to break through the opponent's defense. He understands when and where to position Luka so they can create openings, move the ball effectively, and put pressure on the defense. Second, the Lakers' defense is no longer a weakness. It's a strength. They're playing with a level of intensity and focus that we haven't seen from them in years. And if they can maintain this, they'll be a nightmare for any team in the playoffs. One thing's for sure, the NBA landscape has shifted, and the Lakers are right in the middle of it.
West, they've won 6 straight, 8-2 in the last 10. Luka just dropped 29. All the numbers out there saying that they're pretty darn good right now. But if we look at the schedule, the upcoming...
Carmelo Anthony's powerful message about LeBron, Luka, and the Lakers is breaking the NBA. Whether you're a Lakers fan or not, you've got to admit this is one of the most exciting storylines of the season.